13, Hakim Danish up the inside of Buchanan.
18th on the grid into 12th place, leading that second group at 5 seconds.
But when it's a cold temperature, they put tape on the motorcycle. It is in second place. Carpe pushed back to third.
Eddie O'Shea and Piqueras, yeah, I think he was taking off some of the tape from his bike, which they get.
In fifth place, but it's still. Of course, he fell off yesterday as well, so...
Despite being in 10th spot as they crossed the line this time around. And just slipped out in the middle of Garage Vert, and blimey, that was a great evasive move. Really is his final year of rookies, and no doubt he is. Bos Ruda back at it. He's going to have a long, lonely race, but he's shaking each other, aren't they? Doing so well. I was about to give a shout-out to...
10 bike lengths lead over his pursuers.
But he's got Quiles on the chase. He's up.
The 18 of Angel Piqueras comes up the inside of him.
Rejoin the race. That's good news for the 69.
And Rico Samelo is his gear. Flick it right. The heel well over the 83 of Carpe.
Daring moves this time around. We're looking ahead to Max Quiles from Alvaro Carpe to 5th position ahead of Moodley.
Yeah, he is. Marcus Ruder on the number 16. Looking back at the number 13 of Hakim Danish.
Hernandez moves up the inside of Salmela, looks up the inside of Carpe.
To the long looping right hander.
I mean, there's quite a few different lines you can run through turn 8, especially on these smaller. It's a shame for him. Hopefully we see him back in Mugello.
Right, comes alongside. You can see how close this racing is.
Rico Salmela by with that long lap penalty. He's got Carpe behind him, then Piqueras, and then
he wants to be the most successful rookie of all time, and now he is laying back straight.
Looks like Max Quiles is the rider that's moved up to 4th place, wasting prove why he's the champion here. That is excellent stuff from the 8th.
The 3rd place chasing Salmela and Guido Pini from Alvaro Carpe.
Kudos to Dominica, she called out place here on the first lap.
And doubtless Cormac has changed the gear from a bit big for a Moto3 machine. Whoa, what a superb battle it is at the front.
Behind them as well, you've got Piqueras pushed down a little bit. Marco Morelli trying to push him out with 12 laps to go.
And Alberto Ferreira was so much like
of the race, and he's doing the exact same thing here today. He's got the very tall, as we see Quiles did the same as well. He's now latched onto the back of this group. Then it's
a battle over the last couple of laps. Let's see if he can manage that.
Rico, goodness me, how about that then? If we flick it left through turns 50, we've seen Quiles is up to 2nd place now. He's dispatched Guido Pini, the 9th. Rasto just so calm, oblivious to the chaos behind him there.
If they see the temperature begin to rise, they can pull some of that tape off remotely.
Another rider in their final year of rookies. Carpe's leading that 2nd group up from to do when they feel the bike's getting a bit too hot. Is that right?
Yeah, well, that's right. The Cup, man, it's still Piqueras with the slightest advantage. Ferrandez not having a fun time at Le Mans. Somebody waving in the background. Was that Marcus Ruder using every inch of track there in the background as he crosses the line?
Manoeuvre from whoever that was.
Yeah, to miss him, indeed it was.
It's more desperate than ever to get that first podium. He's still in contention as he comes across the line. Here's what happened then. Oh, Matt Buchanan, who's now been pushed back to 11th spot. He was up into 8th. It's through the inside of Cormac Buchanan. There is the 69 of Mark. Brilliant stuff once again. I mean, these guys just toying with it.
He said he's going for it right from the start. He wants to break away, and he's already opened up and takes the lead, I think, for the first time. But it's not for long because
the 83 out they come onto the start and finish straight. We see Ruda has managed to
machine the 18-year-old Spaniard. They down the back straight up into 6th from Piqueras in 6th and 7th place.
Final corner then, and Odes well, but thinks better of it. Marcus Ruda certainly on the move there. He's now up
end of the first of the S's and into the flat left.
Capacity machines, but it does make it look incredibly spectacular for
raping off the green stuff, but using all the track. They go down.
Looking up the inside of the other riders there. That is so far on the inside. The 13 of Danish. Marcus Ruda, an early crasher in this race. That's
down the gauntlet to the others. But the 83 of Alvaro Carpe.
No time harnessing that anger from yesterday. He felt so hard done.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, isn't it? And he's made no secret of the fact. Down to the long looping right-hander and out onto the
bar. And El Piqueras just giving everything he's got to...
Yesterday, he said it didn't work for him yesterday, and he's making use of that. He's already up in... And the Cup leader, the winner, Angel Piqueras, takes the lead again.
Flat wide, it's the 14 of Cormac Buchanan, the New Zealander, up into 3rd.
Like to win this race because he's one of the taller guys. He's really getting a bit taller.
Tampil dengan kondisi kaki dalam pemulihan cedera, yang menyebabkannya absen dalam putaran Le Mans, pembalap binaan Astra Honda Motor, AHM, Itu kurang maksimal di sesi awal yang berangin. Ia berada di urutan ke-21 dalam latihan pertama. Setelah beradaptasi singkat dengan motornya, Veda makin percaya diri untuk terus menambah kecepatan. Ia pun membukukan waktu lap tercepat 2:01.950 pada lap 6 dari 9. Saya sangat gembira dengan hasil ini dan itu adalah waktu lap yang bagus. Saya mengikuti grup dan mencoba mendorong, ia membagikan triknya. Saya menemukan fokus. Saya merasa nyaman di atas motor sore ini dan menikmati berkendara. Setelah performa bagus musim lalu dan bertambahnya jam terbang, pembalap Indonesia tersebut kini rutin menjadi penantang di grup depan. Ia bahkan naik podium pada race 1 RBRC Jerez, bersama pemenang Brian Uriarte dan runner-up Hakim Danish. Kali ini, Veda mengalahkan Uriarte dengan keunggulan 0,258 detik. Pembalap Spanyol itu tampak kecewa terjebak dalam kelompok lambat. Kurang lebih oke. Sangat sulit membuat lap, tapi kami gembira karena saya melakukan itu sendirian. Namun di sisi lain, saya pikir akan bisa berkembang pada akhirnya, tapi saya terjebak dalam grup dan mereka sangat lambat, tandasnya. Posisi ketiga diambil pembalap Spanyol lainnya, David Gonzalez, dan Giulio Pugliese menempati P4. Christian Daniel, Amerika Serikat, Carter Thompson, Australia, dan pemuncak klasemen Hakim Danish, Malaysia, duduk di urutan kelima sampai ketujuh. Sementara itu, wakil Indonesia lain, Muhammad Kiandra Ramadipa, harus puas finish P14, terpaut 1,4 detik dari kompatriotnya. Sementara itu, Jose Antonio Rueda kembali menjadi yang tercepat dalam Praktik Moto3 Aragon, di Motorland Aragon, Jumat, 6 Juni 2025. David Almanza menunjukkan lebih kompetitif dalam momen krusial. Ia membukukan 1:58.295 dan berhak atas posisi tertinggi. Namun, ia dibayangi oleh Jose Antonio Rueda yang merupakan pembalap tercepat dalam latihan bebas pertama. Keduanya terlibat duel sengit dan sempat terjadi kontak kecil. Namun, hal ini tidak bisa mengurangi gap 0,1 detik. Valentin Perrone tampil impresif sebagai rookie dengan menghuni posisi ketiga di depan Adrian Fernandez dan Alvaro Charpe yang lebih berpengalaman. Guido Pini yang terjatuh cukup keras pada tikungan 10 masih relatif aman di pertengahan sesi dengan P11. Memasuki paruh kedua, Fernandez berhasil mengudeta Almanza dengan 1:57.881, sebelum kembali ke pit seperti pembalap lainnya. David Munoz dan Ruche Modly menjadi yang pertama meninggalkan pit di sisa 10 menit. Eddie Osha melebar sebelum akhirnya terjatuh dan membuat bendera kuning dikibarkan pada 5 menit terakhir. Alih-alih terhambat, beberapa pembalap berhasil menuntaskan putaran cepat dan meningkatkan waktunya. Rueda mengambil posisi teratas, diikuti David Munoz, David Almanza. Bendera kuning dikibarkan kembali ketika Cormac Buchanan mengalami hikside dan terbanting dengan keras. Tim medis harus turun tangan untuk memeriksa kondisinya. Setelah waktu habis, Rueda yang membukukan 1:57.338 jadi pemimpin rombongan keki 2, yang juga terdiri dari Munoz, Almanza, Charpe, Fernandez, Joel Kelso, Jacob Rolstone, Angel Piqueras, Nicola Carraro, Luca Luneta, Valentin Perrone, Scott Ogden, Corman Buchanan, dan Modly.
Very, very special indeed. There is Brian Uriarte.
I think it's going to be a few weeks, a few races before we really chasing after Brian Uriarte.
He was 0.6 of a second quicker than Brian. New style and dynamic of racing with the new tyre manufacturer.
It is have an advantage, but he was superb through the second right hand.
Pirelli holding firm with a few bike lengths ahead of Keenan in that fourth sector, isn't he? He's very, very special through there. That's one of the more
said yesterday, and really expect great things of him. He's got the pace, not going to be easy because look, he's got like about 4 bike lengths lead already.
Yeah.
And I don't know from the 54 of Veda Pratama, he was. You know, he can't.
Surely you're just going to go, actually drag us back towards Brian and then we'll rough him up. And Carter Thompson, the number 50 just behind them, and Leonardo Zani, the Italian.
Done it again.
Yeah, he is looking very, very smooth, this Danish. 11th place then, so after a storming start, he's been...
Absolutely superb stuff from Hakim. His timing is brilliantly. Back on terms with him, and he lost it all in one corner there. And there comes Hakim on the 13, up the end. And Brian Uriarte again back on the tail of that corner. Oh, he's peeling off the laps very nicely here.
The riders, he was doing this in pre-season testing, riding alone quite a lot in his...
So Hakim can't muck about.
Onto the inside at Museum Corner. Plenty of riders there have made that similar as well.
So now Morelli takes up the lead. He's just broken away.
And such a beautiful venue to do it at as well. As well, he was a winner last weekend in Misano, just ahead of side watching, which is just absolutely cracking, isn't it?
Old Italian, he's back already in 10th place, and of course with French heroes in every class.
Still around
there, but of course if he goes on the green, he's got to redo it again. So he's 24 of Guillem.